Hello guys and girls and welcome back to another episode of Trunks Plays Minecraft. So let's get started with the traditional showing off of the things that have been done. Jeez, English is hard today. Um, what have I done? There's nothing new here. Don't think there's anything new over here. No, nothing new here. I moved all of the B stuff. That's why there's no longer a waypoint over here. Here it was, yeah. So I've moved all of this stuff across to the new B building over there in the distance. So yeah, there's not really a whole lot of point to this anymore. It's just kind of here. I have not really done. I don't think I've done any more plant things. There's nothing new here. Nothing new here. Nope, no new plants. Nothing new on our little Botania setup there. I have started decorating. I decided that since I keep saying that I'm going to make this look all fancy, I should probably start and make it look all fancy. So I've started doing the outline framing of all these things. We have some nice three wide and three tall doors, thanks to the big doors mod. So they are rather cool. Put glass along the one here, that's still there. Still need to work out what I'm going to do with the patio type thing out here. We'll get to that eventually. Over here we have the same kind of outlining, but I've actually done the interior of this one as well. And I smoothed across all the machines so they're not all stacked up. I built out this, so we now have a big reactor powering the main part of our base as well. So there's 4 fuel rods in there. This generates what, 55,000? Yeah, and it's used what, for 7 stacks. It's been running for about 3 days, so that's not bad. It's what, just under 1, or just under 0.1 millibucket per tick, and it's running at about 1200 degrees. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Through here, we have this lovely bridge across to our magnificent laser room. Yeah, there's not quite enough lasers yet. Oh, I really didn't want that. So if I grab the four stacks of ender pearls and redstone, drop all of these in here. There we go. Every single laser hits that. Yeah, it's kind of awesome. The texture's a bit weird just because it's got the lines on it. If you stare too long at it, it just starts to play funny tricks on your eyes. So you may be asking, why do we need a laser table, Trunks? Why? Because we are going to start getting into Gendustry today. There we go. I'll start making more of those. So we're going to get into Gendustry today. I actually made a gene pool, I think it is, from extra bees, but it needs ethanol and all that other crap that I just don't have right now. So I thought Gendustry would be the next best choice. So we have fancy industrial APUs here, which I'm just going to make a stack of because I can. There we go. And it's night time, so let's quickly sleep. The reason that I specifically want to make industrial APUs is because you can put these upgrades into them. So I can put in like the lighting upgrade and the, what is it called? No. Oh, the seal upgrade, yeah. So I can put in the lighting upgrade, I can put in the seal upgrade, and they will continue working through rain and at night. So that means that my breeding is going to go quite a lot faster. This is all the same. The only thing I've done is I added in an extra 2 layers because I wanted a machine room in the middle. So I've got a painting machine so I can make some facades for all these conduits. Along here are going to be squeezers. Squeezers? No, centrifuges. So that our bee combs can just come in here and get processed, and then the products go out into our shiny AE system, which is ticking away. It's not even touched any of the other cells, so yeah, that's probably going to be more than enough for us at this stage. So the other things that we need to make a mutagen producer, which I've actually already done. We also need to make a mutatron, but I think I'm going to make the advanced mutatron just straight off the bat because I can. So we need some of this stuff. Where's my crafting table? Do I not have a crafting table here? I do, it's here. Right. Crafting station. Right, so give me a mutatron, please. Do I need a power module? Do I have power modules here? Yes, I do. Give mutatron, thank you. And then advanced mutatron, which needs nether quartz. Nether? No, not netter. Nether. 1 nether quartz. Should get me the advanced mutatron. And then I need a genetic imprinter and a genetic sampler, which needs a diamond. There we go. Genetic sampler. Don't really care about DNA extractor, which needs a hopper. Is that all it needs? DNA extractor, yes. Genetic transporter, don't know what that is. Okay, so now that we have all of the things, not all of the things literally, but you know, what's the mutagen producer? Yeah, I kinda need you. Let's grab our axe and expand out this way. No, that's wood. What are you doing, Trunks? Conduit. So, mutagen producer, I'm actually going to put the mutatron over there. This is where I find out that the mutatron needs like crazy stuff. No, doesn't look like it. DNA extractor. Yeah, why not? You can go there. Genetic. I don't actually know what these things use. So that just seems to use power, and that seems to use power. do you need? What do you need? You need mutagen. What do you do? Okay, I don't actually know what the DNA extractor is for, apparently, but something tells me we might need it eventually. So we have one. Let's paint up a bunch of these and just grab a chest and shove it on top. And we'll use that to output to the top. What am I trying to do? What am I trying to do? Chest. Just a normal chest. And we can make it pull from there. So now it should paint up all of those to wooden planks. Fantastic. Only reason I say wooden planks is because there's going to be a lot of these industrial apiaries around. So we're going to need a lot of conduit because industrial apiaries use RF. So let's start here. Dink, dink, dinky, dinky, dink. There we go. So you can put your upgrades in here, you put your thingies in there, RF goes in there, turn it on, and bees happen. I realise that I've been working on bees for the past, what, this will be episode 3 of bees. I promise that this will be the last bee episode for a while. The only thing that you will see that's bee related is an update to say, hey guys, look, I got this awesome bee. I promise. After this, we will do some magic-y stuff. Or some tech stuff. Or both. Maybe we'll do some magic tech. Ooh, magic tech. What have I got that has magic tech in it? I know I've got technomancy. Could do some magic tech Thaumcraft stuff. That could be quite cool actually. I've actually done sidetracked for the win. I've actually done quite a lot of the Thaumcraft research. I have like most of the research that was available to me. I think I actually have all of the research that's currently, except for that, I don't have that. Yeah, I have most of this. I spent like 2 or 3 days just going out and scanning and buying researches, so... Oh, so this is unlocked. Awesome. Right, dink, dink. Dink, 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 dink. No, I can't buy all the stuff. I can't buy all the stuff. Whoa, that's... Okay, don't know what that is. Oh, what's on here? There's something new on here. Oh no, that's just that thing that I unlocked. Anyway, enough of that. Enough! We'll come back to Thaumcraft in a dedicated Thaumcraft episode. What I'm going to do after this episode and we get all the bees set up is I'm going to go across to our Blood Magic islandy type thing, and I think I'm going to hollow out a cavern kind of in the middle of that, and that's where we'll put Thaumcraft and possibly Ars Magica. Possibly not, I might do them on sort of different floors, but I kind of like the idea of having them together. I know that I kind of want one sort of dedicated magic area, but I think I'd quite like to keep the Ars Magica and Thaumcraft stuff in roughly the same area. They might get different floors, thinking about it. Don't know, we'll see. So let's steal all of these. Steal all the things. So my diligent drones, I've somehow managed to breed in the tolerant flyer gene to them. So you see they have tolerant flyer, which is on this one. So they will now fly in the rain. So these also have tolerant flyer. So I've somehow managed to purebreed those. Don't know why, don't know how, it just kind of, I happened to look at it one day and it was there. And there we go. So that is our bees, all three of them. All we need to do now is make the light upgrade, which shouldn't be too much of an issue. Let's actually go and do that just now. So that needed, where's the blank upgrade case? Blank upgrade case right there. Tin ingot, redstone and gold nuggets, okay. Tin, 1, 2, 3, 4, and some gold nuggets, and was it redstone? I think it was redstone. And upgrade frame, yeah! So let's just make a few of those. That one. So that's what? Glass and glowstone. So if we yoink 4 stacks of glass, we make a stack of these. And some 1, 2, 3, 4. Doink. 1 stack of light upgrades. And then a stack of seal upgrades. Do I have enough beeswax for that? That is a rather excellent question. One of you in there, one of you in there, one of you in there. These guys aren't going to work because they don't have flowers, but that's easy enough to fix. It's really not that bad to fix at all. Okay, so these are all upgraded, yes. Just put you in there for now. And if we yoink this stuff, actually they're all in here, so we may as well put that in there. There we go. Your flower's there. Yes, everything's okay. Okay. Can we redstone control that? Oh, that's awesome. I did not know we could do that. That's kind of cool, actually. So what we could do is something like if we have, you know, for these ones, like if we have more than X amount of, I don't know, honeycomb or beeswax, we can stop these working. And for this one, it could be if we have more than like X amount of propolis. That's actually quite helpful. Well done, Gendustry. That's awesome. And I always lag a bit when I come back here for some reason. It's probably the plants. Beeswax. We only have 2 and a bit stacks of beeswax at the moment. That's fine because we only actually need to make 4. Actually, we don't even need that. We only need 3 because the diligent bees are already tolerant. So is that glass again? Yeah, more glass. More glass. Glass. Not good glass. 2 stacks should do. do this. Yeah, half a stack's more than enough. And 1, 2, 3. I don't actually need you in there. You're already tolerant, so there's like no need for you to have that. There's an automation upgrade, yeah. So that's bronze gears, pistons, redstone. Okay, that's doable. Bronze gears, pistons, redstone, and automation upgrade. I don't really know what the automation upgrade actually does. I'm kind of hoping it means that it automatically puts the when the queen dies, I kind of hope it means that it just automatically puts the princess back in, and then I can pump out any extra drones. That's kind of what I'm hoping it means, but I have no idea. I really don't. So what we can do is we can do this. Because these are Ender IO conduits, what we can actually do is we can also run item conduits around here. So we can have item conduits that actually take out the extra drones and just put them into there. I mean, theoretically we could actually have ME conduits that do that as well. So we can have ME conduits that run from that all the way along into there. That's actually a remarkably good idea. Yeah, that's actually really good. Of course, we could already have ME conduits that go somewhere near here. Yeah, we kind of do. Where's my crescent hammer? Because I should be able to just think, 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 think. Because if I just take off all of this conduit, then what I can do is run it just straight along here. And then we could actually have the ME thingy under there. So that would sit there. And then the item conduit would go into the top of it. And then we can cover this up again with ME cable facade. We can put actual wood in here. I'll fix the rest of this off camera, but yeah, I think something like that would work pretty well. So the next step for these bees is we have common, we have cultivated, we have diligent. So if I crossbreed diligent with some stuff. Where's industrial? I just want industrial. Industrious. So I need unweary. What's unweary? Unweary is diligent and cultivated. So if I was to forcibly breed a, let's see, if I take a stack of cultivated drones and Meadows Princess. So if I forcibly make that Meadows Princess into a cultivated drone, then what I can do is then when I get, well, I could use, I've got diligent drones in the hundreds, so yeah, I can get unweary. I can do that. That's it's not going to be a problem actually. Yeah. So hopefully next time we visit the beepery, which has lots of really cool particle effects. I never actually. Are they bee-shaped? Yeah, they are bee-shaped. You can kind of just see the bee shapes. That's kind of awesome. I like that. I do. Let's turn you on. Oh yeah, you don't have an automation upgrade. So what does the automation upgrade do? So apparently these take loads of power. Wonder if these are empty. Not quite, but it's going down quite a bit. So yeah, maybe maybe industrial apiaries aren't going to work. It does seem to be automatically moving them back across, so that's quite cool. So the automation upgrade does do what I think it does. Yeah, it moves the princess back across when the breeding cycle is finished, so we can just pump out the extra. That's good. That's awesome. Right. Well, now that that's done, that was pretty much my sole goal for this episode, is getting that already. I've got a little bit of work to do in here, but it's not a biggie as I see it. Yeah, I forgot the power upgrade. The power usage would go up with this as well. So we might put there's some lifespan things in here somewhere. Lifespan upgrade, yeah. Many spider eyes, mushrooms. But yeah, we can look at that. That's not a big issue. And then next episode, as promised, I will be back over at the main base. This will be the last bee episode for a while, so you can relax and safe in the knowledge that there will be no bees for a while. I know that bees aren't the most engaging gameplay, but I love bees. They bring out the inner child in me. I feel like I'm back playing Pokemon. I just have to have all the bees. All the bees. All of them. So hopefully by the time we next see each other, I will have finished up at least the walls and the floor and the ceiling for this room. I have a vague idea of what I want to do, sort of. I like the way that the tech sort of buildings rooms turned out. I like how they feel sort of kind of cold and clinical, scientific. Yeah, I like this, but I want to fall off the edge. I want this room to feel warmer. That's one of the reasons why I have the red bricks instead of the blue bricks I have over there. But yeah, I have some other ideas for this as well. And I think what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to hollow out an underground basement area for this building, and we'll use that for some other blood magic-y type stuff. And then sort of further down, maybe towards this sort of area, we'll have the Thaumcraft and Ars Magica stuff. I think that's definitely... Yeah, I think there's probably enough room that we can put both on one floor. I think if we really tried to, we could put Britannia on that floor. That might be quite cool, actually. I might actually do Witchery up here. So have Blood Magic, Witchery, Thaumcraft, Ars Magica, and then maybe down at the bottom we have like a flower garden and have Britannia down at the bottom. And then make this look like a wizard's tower. That could be quite cool. There's not really a lot else to do on the hanging gardens here. And then once I get the interior across there fixed up, I'll start moving this stuff into more appropriate locations. I might even set up an AE network between episodes. I think you guys have, we've set up an AE network before, so I don't see a pressing need for you guys to watch me do it again, effectively. So I'll probably do that between episodes, but yeah. I've got some B stuff to finish off. That won't carry across into the next episode. I'll spare you guys that. And I'll try and get the inside of that decorated up, and we'll do some actual magic next time. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, please like, comment, subscribe. Especially if you have something specific you want me to cover, I will be more than happy to do anything that I can if you just let me know. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope that I see you next time. Bye bye for now, guys.